Before NSS, I was a biological researcher, and now I'm a data scientist. Yeah, before NSS, I was doing research, completely no programming or anything data science-wise. I was studying zebrafish and how they're able to regenerate their retinas. And then I pretty much continued that the entire time I was doing research. And so when I learned about the first data science cohort at NSS, then I really wanted to try it out. I knew it would be something I could use if I continued in the same track, but also open up a lot of different opportunities for me if I decided to move away from research, which I ultimately ended up doing. My partner, she went to NSS. I forget which cohort, but she graduated from the full stack development class. And it was very transformative for her. She was interested in tech, learned the skills that she needed to learn, and then moved on to a really exciting job, and has been continuing to progress that way. So I already knew NSS was very well known in Nashville and has like a good track record of success. It was a 9-month program, which I really kind of liked because you're able to dive deep into things rather than just 3 weeks, things that you wouldn't really be able to experience everything deeply. The career development part of the program was really impactful for me. So NSS is very targeted at getting you a job after you leave here. And at this stage, that was extremely important for me. Coming from academia, it's not really a secret that sometimes it's hard to find jobs. I wasn't only learning the material, it was also looking and being able to see how I could apply that in a job setting, the skills that I would need in various types of jobs, the way that I need to display the skills in order to move into a new job. Building a portfolio, the networking are all very, very important, which weren't necessarily a primary emphasis in my previous education. The reason I was interested in learning data science is because in biological research, there's a growing trend towards gathering large amounts of data and being able to analyze that. Currently, or at least my experience in biology was I would gather the data, send it to someone else, they would analyze it, and then send it back to me, and then I would make decisions about how to move on with my experiments. But that reduced my ownership of the project, it reduced my ability to make in-depth analyses. There was a communication breakdown between what I was doing for my experiment and what someone else was doing for the analysis. Even simple words that we would use would mean completely different things. And just being able to have complete ownership over the entire process, and also being able to kind of light up the black box, so to speak, instead of just sending it to someone and getting something back. I would know exactly the steps that I took to get there, the strengths and flaws of the data that I had, and what to do to make the best decision possible and get the best results of the experiment. I really had this transition from going from kind of a stagnant, stationary, sedentary view of my career trajectory to, I can do anything I want. It really feels like it went from maybe holding steady to I can move in any direction that I want. It looks only up for me right now.